still, you see no signs. Again, I reiterate, no signs saying restricted area. No signs whatsoever. And here comes someone. Now he's pulling up on somebody's private property, and I'm clearly on easement. I'm clearly on public property. Clearly on public property. Those two people I thought might be coming over here, but they walked on by. They're talking. I want to see if they'll try to enforce that illegal trespass. They gave me a trespass thing, say I'm a trespass for 6 months. I want to see if they'll try to enforce that illegal trespass. I should walk right up there and record them, because you can see those are tracks. I was clearly walking down those tracks this way, in this direction, when that guy attacked me. That was pain. See pain. Still, no signs, no restricted access, nothing. I think that guy, when he first drove by, he had his window down. I think he was going to say something to me. He decided to change it. He changed his mind. Let's see what he'll do now. But you see that city tag. That's city tag. So this is city property. I don't know if you can see that through them tinted windows, but he gave me a peace sign. Where are these scumbags at now? I've been here for quite a while. There we go. Cats. Charlotte Area Transit System. City tag on that thing. City property. Taxpayer funded property. I was performing a First Amendment protected activity when attacked. And for everyone who keeps asking, yes, I am filing suit. It takes a little while to get all the information that I need, but I'm filing suit. Now look at this truck. Look at this big old truck turn around in here. Publicly accessible. The truck's turning around in there. And Womble said it was suspicious of me recording over here, these trains. When I was clearly on the other side, you can see trains completely. See the building and everything. What is so suspicious about that? I'm gonna file another complaint on that. Here's that gate everybody people keep liking. I'll get you the gate again. There's the gate. It'd be really cool if I could catch that gear giving out in that thing and it dropping on that bus, wouldn't it? That would be funny. Uh-oh, here comes somebody.
Why are you filming me? Why are you filming me?
Because of that shirt you're wearing, where you came from.
That's why you're filming me?
Yep.
Who are you with?
I'm with me.
You're with you.
Yep, with me.
How'd you get here?
It's none of your business.
Take your camera off of me, man.
No.
Take your camera off of me, or I'll take it off of you.
You touch me and I will defend myself.
You can defend yourself all you want, sir.
I will defend myself. You touch me, I will defend myself. Okay. I guarantee you I will defend myself if you touch me. I am on public property. You touch me, you may not survive.
You're not on public property. Number one, you're not on public property.
Easement. It goes up 6 feet.
Okay. How did you
I'm clearly on this concrete right here.
How did you get here?
I'm clearly on this concrete, which is a curb.
How did you get here?
You touch me.
How did you get here?
Do not touch me.
How did you get here?
Do not touch me.
I'm not touching you. My hands are nowhere near you.
6 feet.
How did you?
6 feet, motherfucker. 6 feet.
How did you get here?
6 fucking feet.
How did you get here?
6 feet.
How did you get here?
None of your damn business.
It is my business.
No, it's not.
It is your business because number one, you're recording.
Public property. Taxpayer-funded property.
You are recording.
My taxes help pay for that.
You're recording transportation equipment, and as far as I know, you might be Al Qaeda.
I can stand out on the road and record the same damn thing, you stupid moron. Have you ever had an intelligent thought?
As far as I know, you're Al Qaeda, and I have every means to protect myself against Al Qaeda.
I backed up 15 feet so far, and you've continued to follow me. You think I'm Al Qaeda? You think I'm Al Qaeda? And you keep following me?
I do think you're Al Qaeda.
I think you're a child molester. Show me your phone. I think you have child pornography on your phone.
I will find out who you are, where you live, and make sure that you don't come back here again. Do I make myself clear?
I got
you're shaking right now. So I guess you understand exactly what I'm saying.
The adrenaline's pumping. You just made a threat. Okay, you communicated a threat.
You know exactly what I mean.
And I got you on camera communicating a threat. I got you on camber communicating a threat.
You got exactly what
and your ID.
And you got exactly.
And your ID.
You know exactly what I mean.
And you know what I mean. If you touch me, I will defend myself.
You know exactly what I mean.
Okay, I'll find out where you lived in. It works both ways, dumbass. I like the way you hid that name tag, and then you walked away and showed it to me. Public property, and you communicated a threat. I'm gonna see if you'll keep that job. Huh?
You're good. Keep going.
This is public property.
Understandable. So
my taxes paid for that.
So last week somebody come out here and got arrested for it. I just want to know what you're doing. What? So you got arrested for it. I just want to know what.
May I come up and talk to you?
I will come to you.
Because that is your property.
I'll come to you if that's okay.
There is like a 6 feet easement, or it's 4 to 6 feet.
Yes.
Because you have to have a sidewalk.
Yes, sir. But that does not mean public property. I used to work in the city of Charlotte.
It's access, public access.
Yes, sir. Vehicle, pedestrian. At this point, you're not.
I was just out here recording the trains.
Okay.
They come out here and told me to leave. Once they told me to leave, I tried to leave.
Okay.
I was coming this way, and the guy attacked me and put me in a hospital for 5 hours.
Okay.
So now I'm coming back out here to show that there are no signs out here saying I can't go on there. And that is taxpayer-funded property.
Okay. Okay.
And when they told me to leave, I've got video evidence clearly walking away, and he jumped in front of me and twisted my arm up.
So when the sign says entrance to visitors use South Boulevard, so are you a visitor or are you an employee?
I'm a journalist gathering content for a story is what I was doing.
Understandable. Yes, sir. Okay.
I am a journalist. I am protected by the First Amendment, and they violated my First Amendment.
100%. Now, just a question.
They violated my First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, and 14th Amendments. So,
what are you doing a story? Just a question. You could obviously.
I'm not going to reveal that. The story has changed, though.
Okay.
It's changed big time.
On a personal level?
On a whole new level. G4S Security, who attacked me and arrested me, the city of Charlotte's employing them got a contract with them.
Right. Yes, sir.
To violate my rights.
in a way, sure.
No, they did.
They are acting police. It's just like how like how the Park Service is acting police, correct? So if a Park Service arrests you, the police are the same way. Okay, so these lovely people, unfortunately, because they are employed by the city, in their contract, are able to act as police.
And they can only arrest me if I violate or broken a law.
Yes, sir.
I never broke no law.
I don't know.
I've got it on video.
I know.
When I was told to leave.
I was there. I watched you.
Did you see me walking this way?
Yes.
And he jumped in front of me.
Now, time out. You, more than likely, I did not hear the exact audio. More than likely, at this point where the concrete changes, it is now private property. Owned by the city of Charlotte.
Which is public accessible.
No, sir.
It is public accessible unless it's signage. When they come up here, the first time I heard that I had to leave, it came over the radio, not from them. Okay. I started trying to leave.
Okay.
I was stopped twice.
Okay. I cannot attest to that.
It's on video.
That's fine. I cannot attest.
You said you saw it though, but when I was walking up here, you watched me get arrested.
Yes, sir.
You saw me walking down those tracks, heading this direction,
yes, sir.
And he jumped in front of me.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can I get your name, please?
No, sir. Sorry. Unfortunately.
I'll find it.
It's okay. Yeah.
And that's where you work, Triangle Fasteners?
Sure.
Okay. Because I got to subpoena you. You're a witness.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I saw I agree with what you're telling me. I did not hear anything, so I don't know exactly what transpired.
But you saw me walking this way.
I don't know when you were told to leave. That's my point.
Okay, the video will show that.
That's
all I need is that you saw me walking this way and him jumping in front of me.
The video should show that as well, correct?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
But witnesses help. All witnesses help.
Sure. So I used to work downtown, so I've had to deal with things like this in the past.
They got me, he said, because it was suspicious that I was recording the trains. Okay. I can go over there on that rail trails or whatever it is over there and do the same thing.
That's 100% true. So,
and when they told me to leave there, I tried to leave.
Okay.
He stopped me from leaving. He clearly stopped me from leaving.
Yeah.
So it's a clear false arrest.
Okay.
Clearly a false arrest.
Okay. Did they issue you any Mirandas or anything?
Oh, they charged me.
For what?
Second-degree trespass, which I have to refuse to leave for that. I've got video saying I never refused to leave.
Okay. Like I said, I
tried to leave.
So I don't know.
Then he got me for resisting a public officer. Did you see me resist?
To my recollection, I'm not going to speculate. I don't exactly remember seeing a form of resistance where it comes to physical contact with the officer, but pulling away is a form of resisting.
I never pulled away.
I will not say whether you did or did not.
Did you see both officers get me? One of them pulled my arm this way. The other one grabbed me and pulled that way.
In recollection, I remember one. I remember multiple people being out here. That's all I remember.
And then did you notice the Charlotte police officer that stood there and watched?
No, sir. I didn't notice.
You didn't see him?
I didn't notice whether they were one or
He just stood there and watched.
I said, there were about 7 people out
And what I find interesting, he made sure to say that he wasn't the one arresting me. He made sure he got that on there.
Okay.
So that should be on his body cam that he said that he was not the one arresting me because he knew, he was well aware that that was a false arrest, and he did not want any part of it.
Well, so yeah, I'm no judge. I can't tell you whether one way or the other, unfortunately. But as long as we both know our rights, you're well within your right to act as such against unlawful arrest. Obviously, if it comes out in a different way in the courts, that's up to them. That's not up to us.
Well, from your statement on video and my video showing that, he jumped in front of me to stop me from coming this way. You even said I was coming this way.
You were coming this way, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I needed.
Okay.
So I might not even need to subpoena you now because it's on video.
Man, I gotta work.
Your video statement is admissible in court.
Sure. Yes, I could dig that.
It's evidence.
It is. That's true. I could dig that. At the end of it all, I wish you good luck. Whatever you do decide to do, have fun. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, bud. Do you have a last name?
I'm not giving out my last name.
Understandable.
Not giving out any of my name.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be all over the reports.
Okay.
If you want to go check the arrest reports, you can pick them up. They're public record.
So when do you think you'd have a story ready to go? Because I'd like to read it if that's okay. Obviously.
Oh, it's an ongoing story.
Okay.
This will be published.
Okay.
My interview with you will be published.
Okay, sure.
And it'll be published that I was. That's already been published. That's already been published.
Okay.
That they attacked. He
Do you have
attacked
any
me.
information on that published? Because if it's already been published and obviously it's accessible, how can I access that?
Well, I'm not going to give that part out right now.
I'm not going to arrest you.
I know you're not going to arrest me. You can't.
I
But
can't, exactly.
You see, I'm clearly not on their property this time
You're
around.
right, and I'm also not a fucking cop.
No, you're not a cop.
No.
But they're taking more and more of our rights.
Sure.
More and more of them. I'm tired of it. Had enough.
I understand that. I hear you on that.
I'm not a Republican. I'm not a damn Democrat.
Hell yeah.
I'm a libertarian.
Okay.
Freedom, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Freedom.
I hear you on that.
Freedom of the press.
Mm-hmm.
There's no signs anywhere around there saying restricted access. None. None saying no trespassing.
I could give up on that. I agree to that.
When he told me, when it come across the radio for me to leave, I tried to leave. I
Okay.
tried to walk around the white cop one time,
Okay.
and I pointed my camera at his patch on his shoulder to make sure I got that. And when I did that, he stepped over in front of me on camera.
Okay.
So I backed up,
Okay.
and then I looked around at him, and then I went around again. I walked farther around him. And that time he didn't jump in front of me. And I started coming down those tracks. Clearly, I made quite a few steps before the black officer, C. Payne,
Yes.
come across that lot and jumped in front of me, told me yelling at me to leave the property,
Okay.
and then grabbed me while I was trying to leave the property. We'll see what a judge says on that one,
Definitely. Yes, sir.
especially when I file charges of false arrest and aggravated battery.
And I agree to that. You're well within your right to do
Yep.
so. So,
Oh,
well, like I said,
I'm filing lawsuits.
it's up to them. So obviously, you got to do what they want to do.
No, I don't actually. I don't have to do what they want to do.
I don't know, man. If a judge
They don't
wants
own
to
me.
sit down,
I'm not.
you're right.
I'm not
You're
somebody's
very
slave.
correct.
I'm free.
That's
I'm
100%
free.
true.
Partially free. Very partially free.
Very partially free as it pertains to the laws today. Very partially free. But at the end of the
The
day,
United States of North Korea.
I don't agree to that.
That's what they're trying for.
That's not true, sir.
Listen to what's going on right now. He wants to use executive orders to ban everything.
That's not true, sir.
He's saying it. They're reporting it.
Who's they?
The new media.
Which media? Because that's not true, sir. What he is talking about doing is making it accessible to less people, less hurtful people, to be able to get large.
So you're talking about his Second Amendment. I'm not talking about that.
What are you talking
I'm talking about he's talking executive orders for all kinds of crap. That's royal decrees. We have checks and balances in this country for a reason.
Right.
When they can start making all these executive orders, I don't care what they're about.
Okay.
Any of them. If they can make executive orders, they're acting as a king or a dictator. Which one you want to choose from? That's what they're doing because they're passing up, going right past checks and balances. I paid attention in school.
Right.
And actually, they taught that stuff when I was in school. I don't think they teach it anymore.
So that's not true. I came through the school systems here, and we were taught that. So then, when the executive order was passed to, say the Emancipation Proclamation, that didn't go through any kind of Senate vote, that didn't go through the Congress. Was that right to do? Because if you imagine, if it would have gone through the Congress and the Senate, it would have taken another 100 years for civil rights to come about. Is that something?
I don't think it would have taken that long.
I think it would have. I think Jim Crow lasted all the way up into the 1960s for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think that racism is still alive today. So in 1863, if it wasn't dead then, when it happened, how long do you think it would have taken to get here? At that point, here we are now.
We've got into the racism thing.
No, sir. I'm not going on racism. I'm going on a point. Okay. The point is, if that was not done at that time, it never would have happened. It wouldn't happen fluidly as we are today. Of course, we've fallen into a certain way about it over the years, but at the end of the day, that helped humanity progress. Okay, so at this point,
I hope you can hear this. It's getting windy out here, so I don't know what my mic's doing. But I hope you can hear this.
Well, so at the end of it all, right? Executive orders are not the worst thing to happen, right? If they do benefit more, then they hurt less. So when it comes to executive orders, the executive orders for the stimulus packages, right? There are tons of people out of work. Did that mean they didn't deserve this money? Did it have to go through Congress?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm a libertarian.
Right.
They deserve that money. They deserve it all back.
Right.
Every bit of it. They don't deserve to be taxed like they're being taxed.
I agree to that.
So that's my point. People say, if you don't believe in the government, then you shouldn't be able to get this money, this stimulus pay. It's their money they're being given back.
Exactly. That's 100%.
How can you say they don't deserve it when it's their money?
But that came through an executive order. If it would have had to gone through the Senate and the House, especially through this last election, you know how divisive this is.
It went through the Senate and the House. It wasn't an executive order. He signed it.
The first one, Donald Trump's first executive order was, or not his first,